Shawn Johnson East, the pint-sized powerhouse who vaulted to Olympic glory at 16, has long embodied the pinnacle of athletic precision. A gold medal in balance beam from the 2008 Beijing Games, 3 silvers, and a Wheaties box smile that masked deeper insecurities. But in a raw exclusive interview, the 33-year-old revealed how that same pursuit of flawlessness once shackled her, rendering her paralyzed by fear of failure off the mat. This confession arrives amid her standout performance on Fox's Special Forces, World's Toughest Test, where Shawn not only endured 10 grueling days mimicking elite military selection but also confronted the perfectionism that had long whispered she wasn't enough. Teaming up with husband Andrew East, a former NFL long snapper, their shared crucible became a second honeymoon of sorts, one twisted by mud crawls, aerial drops, and vulnerability that forged unbreakable bonds. Gymnastics, for Shawn, was a sanctuary of structure, routines timed to the millisecond, flips executed with surgical grace. But post-Beijing, as she transitioned to college at Vanderbilt, Dancing with the Stars wins, and authorship of bestsellers like Winning Balance, the drive morphed into dread. "I was so paralyzed by perfection that I was afraid to ever try anything," she admitted. "I didn't want to look bad. I didn't want to be bad at something." Everyday joys became minefields, a top golf outing with friends? Off limits lest a missed swing invite judgment. Bowling? Too risky for gutter balls. Even casual hikes stirred anxiety. What if I slip and look clumsy? This wasn't mere pickiness, it was a cognitive cage where self-worth hinged on gold standard outcomes. Shawn traced it to her Iowa farm girl roots, where parental praise flowed from achievements, and coaches drilled perfect tens as gospel. "Gold taught me excellence," she reflected, "but it also convinced me good enough was failure." Andrew, married since 2016, emerged as her liberator. The 34-year-old athlete, whose Vanderbilt days overlapped with Shawn's, spotted the pattern early: her hesitation to join pickup soccer games, her over-preparation for podcast recordings. "He was the one who really healed that over the years," Shawn said, crediting his gentle nudges, like coaxing her onto a paddleboard, laughing off wipeouts. Their life as parents to Drew, 6, Jet, 4, and Bear, 23 months, amplified this. Diaper changes and tantrums demanded imperfection's embrace. Yet, Special Forces, a show pitting celebs against SAS trials like ocean swims and interrogation simulations, tested it viscerally. Invited for prior seasons but sidelined by pregnancies, 3 in quick succession, Shawn jumped at season 4's co-ed twist. "As soon as we found out we could do it together, it was like, oh baby, let's go. This would be like a second honeymoon," Andrew joked. "A sick and twisted one, you know." The Welsh mountains became their arena, 10 days of voluntary torment, from helicopter plunges into icy waters to endurance marches hauling 50-pound packs. Shawn, at 5 feet 1 inch and 105 pounds, faced amplified physicality, ropes that dwarfed her frame, tasks demanding brute force over finesse. "We were peeing our pants, vomiting. Talk about looking vulnerable and not perfect," she laughed. "But it was really cathartic." Daily, fears resurfaced. A balance beam echo in beam walks over chasms, where one wobble could mean elimination. Yet the group's rawness, celebs like Tyler Cameron stripping egos, mirrored therapy. "It was truly a way to face that fear multiple times a day," Shawn explained. "To just be like, we're all gonna grind through this." She and Real Housewives alum Gia Giudice crossed the finish, earning metaphorical golds, but the true win was internal. "The process helped me heal from a lot of those insecurities." Andrew's arc intertwined theirs. His finale strip, failing an interrogation by cracking under psychological pressure, stung, but Shawn's support reframed it. "If you take all of the challenges, Shawn and I are way better as a team than individuals," he affirmed. Their adrenaline synergy, honed in triathlons and podcasting couple things, shown. Andrew's steadying hand during night stalks, Shawn's pep talks amid blisters. Post-show, their marriage deepened. "I feel like our marriage and family greatly benefited," Andrew said. "You're put in these extraordinary situations and then through those we learn about each other." For Shawn, it reclaimed identity, having been the professional athlete and then feeling lost. "I felt so secure and confident as Andrew's wife and the mother of our children. Even operatives probes, isn't it annoying when he's always there?" Backfired. "No, that's freaking amazing. That means I have a phenomenal husband," she shot back. This evolution echoes Shawn's post-gymnastics pivot. From 2012's World's withdrawal due to knee injuries to advocacy with the Shawn Johnson Foundation, funding youth sports access. Perfectionism's grip loosened via therapy, where she unpacked Beijing's pressure cooker, Training 40 hours weekly, teen stardom's isolation. Motherhood accelerated it. Drew doesn't care if my cartwheels are off, she wants me present. Special Forces was the accelerator, proving capability beyond medals. We voluntarily jump out of planes, Shawn noted of their thrill-seeking. But this felt different, like, are we capable of that? Respect for military roots tempered levity. Both studied SAS lore, honoring the 22-week real process. Now, as hosts and authors, the East channel this into content. Instagram reels of family fails, like botched baking normalizing mess. Fans, inspired by Shawn's arc, share #unperfectjourneys from amateur golfers to new moms. That opportunity was the reason I vaulted in, she said. In a world idolizing polish, Shawn's story is subversive. Perfection isn't the peak, it's the starting block. With Andrew, she's built a life where stumbles are steps and teams trump solos, proving the toughest test is loving your unpolished self.